Righto, here we go. We're back on track, and we're just sort of heading up into the nicer area of this road. We'll just get past this little fella. Because this is where it gets a bit better. While I'm just taking on these beautiful curves this morning, I want to just talk to you about one of the things that the Coulimeister says, that it's only one kind of bike, and that's a litre bike. A litre. That's all he said all day long, it's a litre. Now, I have to disagree with that. I am currently riding a 1.3 litre, so that gives me a third more power, horsepower it is. You could argue all day long, as the BMW is supposed to be a super bike, and so it is. But I have another motorcycle which is under wraps, as I talked about before, which is not a litre either. It is less than a litre, but it will outperform his bike. So let's just talk about that. Here's a 1.3 litre. And this is pretty nimble for a bike that weighs 300 plus k's, and you've got to remember that half these quarters have got metal and shingle on, so and it has all the power you want. It's got comfort, it's got the electric window, heated hand grips, all that sort of drama, you know, but it's also got tons and tons of power. Mind you, I just really tend to ride this bike as smoothly as I can, because that's the best way to get around. This is just a nice little road that comes up, as I said, behind our place. Not too busy today, a little bit of traffic, but not as busy as what it usually is. Down in the valley beside us is lots of mountain bike tracks, very popular. You get guys riding their bikes up this hill and they'll ride back down the mountain bike track. Typical picturesque New Zealand with their pine trees, native bush, etc. These are typical New Zealand roads. So hi to all our international guests that might be listening in today. This is probably the little test track that I use when I'm doing any work on my bikes, because it's got a little bit of everything, but I do like the curves. That's what I'm all about. And this is the top of the little hill here. We'll have a little detour to where people like to sort of stop and have a little look around, etc. This little road that winds up in the hills, which is actually, I think, going to be very closed very soon to most of the public. So it's probably where you find most of the cyclists and things, so I'd like to take it pretty easy around here. These guys doing 70 k's with Lycra, not really my idea of my cup of tea, but you know, everyone to their own, I suppose. Nothing behind me. There we go. So now we're looking down into the Littleton Harbour. You can see the port down there, the entrance back out to the sea. So not too far from home for a nice little ride. And yeah, so we'll go back and you'll see Christchurch from the other side. as you can see, it's only taken me about 10 minutes to get up here. Not too far away at all. I know that when I was staying in Melbourne with the Hound, who we'll talk about a little bit later, he's someone else I met on my travels. When we wanted to go for a bike ride every day, we found we would have to travel a good, hour, to be honest, to find a decent road to ride on. So I suppose that's one thing we're very, very lucky with in New Zealand, where we can, within 10 minutes or so, we can be on these types of roads. Over there you can see the Southern Alps, but we'll come around a bit further. We might even go up the other road. I haven't been up this road for a while. Yeah, there's our man over there with his Harley. Give him a wave, he gives me a nod back, but that's all they do when they've got that sort of gear on. I think it's one of the Rebels. So, here we go, we've got some guys. Obviously this is a bit of a walking track, cycling track. So we'll have to be a little bit cautious. Not sure what's going to be around each one of these corners. Ah, yes. Been a bit frosty here this morning. This is called the Summit Road. Basically goes around the whole top of the Port Hills, as they call it. Okay, we'll have a look in here. Here we go. So, off the motorcycle, we'll have a quick look over here at the view into Christchurch. Yeah, it's quite a big city spread out. You can see the coast over there going down to Kaikoura. The city itself is right in the centre. You only see a few high rises in there. As over 500 of our buildings high rises were destroyed in the earthquake back in 2010, which I happened to be here for. It wasn't pretty, believe me. Right throughout the city now, we're almost 6 years on, and it's in the rebuild stage. There's lots of new buildings going on in the city, but nothing being built over 5 or 7 floors. In the distance, you can see Aurora Ranges, which is actually usually covered in snow during the winter. That's the Alpine Ranges, or the Southern Alps. Yeah, so that's the city of Christchurch. Beautiful, gorgeous day. Just coming on to the beginning of winter, and just another lovely day. So let's go back. Here's me beast waiting for me. As you can see, the big red lounge chair, one of the fastest lounge chairs you'll be able to get your hands on. This is the ST1300 Pan-European. It is a V4 1300. That's 1.3 litre engine, and goes very well, thank you. So this is back over the other side of the hill, and you can see back down into the basin where the Lyttelton Harbour, and that's right straight down there with a pier. That's called what's it called? Governor's Bay. Lovely hotel down there. Alright, back on the bike. So this goes further around this road, but it comes to a dead end. So I hope you enjoyed my little introduction. There's more to come, believe me, where we some more talks about the up and coming superbike, which I have under wraps, and I will unveil in my next post. But just remember, before I go, that there's only two things that come in a litre. One of them is milk and the other one is hemorrhoid cream. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sayonara!